Done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one now to lead his offense back out there. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. Well, big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Garoppolo. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Garoppolo now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They run the counter. Richard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Benjamin's got it. And they corral him just first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a run with Balaj. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Toss play to Balaj. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You got 3 down. 56.
Back to throw. Patterson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of script. Gambling there. 12 yards, first down. Penny, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look, take care of the football, and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now Rashad Penny, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It's stick, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. George Kittle, 49 yards.
Let's go. Go team, Phil. 60 out now.
On 1st down. Patterson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Patterson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Braxton Miller, 60 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. Well, there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks, even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple of completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Throwing on first down. Patterson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour. And I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go. Third quarter. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run with Penny. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd and 3. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now it's 3rd down. And the blitz does come. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. George Kittle ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll run here with Lodge. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Patterson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. Quarterback back throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Patterson, and his throw is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40 to throw. He'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Week 4 of the preseason, last chance here to make an impression. You know he wanted to play mistake-free football, but that just went by the wayside.
Like a lawyer, this is his closing argument. Now it goes to the hands of the jury, and you know who the jury is. The coaching staff. They've got to decide whether he's the guy, he's going to make the roster, what it's going to be for him. Mistake-free football is exactly what he was after. Unfortunately, he didn't get it.
Yeah, and it's magnified with him being a rookie. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Seahawks. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Patterson. This to Jarwin.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now this one complete on the slant route. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw. Patterson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Looking to throw. Patterson. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but option, Charles. He's still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Patterson. This is Jennings. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Patterson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
The previous play is under review.
Obviously, the score.
Patterson's pass complete to Blake Jarwin. Touchdown, Miami.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Complete to Hilton. 23 yards, the final tally. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.